I just saved over $30,000 by building my own pole barn, and I'm about to show you exactly how much it actually costs to DIY a pole barn in 2026, down to every single nail, every tool rental, and every mistake that could drain your bank account if you don't know what you're doing. Stick with me because I'm revealing the 3 hidden costs that catch 90% of first-time builders completely off guard. Before we dive in, if you're serious about building smart and saving money on alternative structures, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post honest, no BS breakdowns every week, and trust me, you'll want to catch the next one where I compare pole barns to metal buildings dollar for dollar. Look, I get it. You've seen those online ads claiming you can build a pole barn for $8,000, and you're wondering if that's actually true or just another internet fairy tale. Here's the honest answer. Yes, you can start at $8,500, but that's just for a bare-bones kit with no concrete, no doors, no insulation, nothing finished. The real total cost to DIY a pole barn in 2026? We're talking anywhere from $15,000 to $75,000 depending on size and how much you're willing to do yourself. I've spent the last 2 months researching current 2026 pricing, talking to actual DIY builders, and breaking down every single expense. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it costs, what tools you actually need, which mistakes will destroy your budget, and whether DIY is even worth it for your situation. The real cost breakdown. Kit prices in 2026. Let's start with the foundation of any DIY pole barn project, the kit itself. In 2026, pole barn kit prices have stabilized after the wild fluctuations we saw in 2021 through 2023. Here's what you're actually paying. Basic pole barn kits now start around $8,500 for smaller sizes. A 24 by 32 kit, which gives you 768 square feet, runs between $8,000 and $20,000, depending on quality and features. For a popular mid-size 30 by 40 barn at 1,200 square feet, expect to pay $15,000 to $30,000 for the materials kit. The larger 40 by 60 size, which is 2,400 square feet, costs $28,000 to $48,000 for just the kit. Now here's what's actually included in those kit prices. You get treated lumber posts, roof trusses engineered for your location, metal roofing panels, metal siding panels, fasteners and screws, door and window frames, and engineered plan stamp for your area. But here's the critical part. That kit price does not include concrete work, insulation, finished interior, overhead garage doors, electrical systems, plumbing, HVAC, or permits and fees. The cost per square foot for DIY kits runs $10 to $30, which sounds amazing compared to traditional construction. But remember, that's materials only, not a finished building. Foundation and concrete costs. This is where a lot of first-time builders get shocked. The concrete work often costs as much or more than the kit itself. For a dirt floor pole barn, you're looking at minimal foundation costs, just setting posts and concrete footers. A gravel floor is the budget option, running $1 to $3 per square foot. But most people want a concrete slab, and that's where costs jump. A 4-inch concrete slab, which is standard for basic storage, costs $5 to $10 per square foot. For a 30 by 40 barn, that's $6,000 to $12,000 just for the slab. If you need a 6-inch reinforced slab for vehicle storage or heavy equipment, add another 40 to 60% to that cost. You're looking at $9 to $15 per square foot. Site preparation is another hidden cost. Excavation and grading run $1,200 to $8,000 depending on your terrain. Land clearing for trees and brush adds $1,200 to $3,700. If you've got rocky soil or need serious leveling, these costs can explode. Total shell cost examples. Let me give you real-world numbers for getting a weatherproof shell erected. For a 24 by 32 pole barn at 768 square feet, kit costs $8,000 to $15,000. Concrete slab runs $3,800 to $7,700. Site prep is $1,500 to $3,000, and permits typically cost $200 to $1,500. Your total shell cost is $13,500 to $27,200. That's $18 to $35 per square foot. For a 30 by 40 pole barn at 1,200 square feet, kit costs $15,000 to $30,000. Concrete slab runs $6,000 to $12,000. Site prep costs $2,000 to $4,000. and permits run $300 to $2,000. Total shell cost lands at $23,300 to $48,000, or $19 to $40 per square foot, for a 40 by 60 pole barn at 2,400 square feet. Kit costs $28,000 to $48,000. Concrete slab runs $12,000 to $24,000. Site prep is $3,000 to $6,000, and permits cost $500 to $2,500. Total shell cost hits $43,500 to $80,500, which is $18 to $34 per square foot. Tools and equipment. What you actually need. This is huge. If you don't already own these tools, you're adding thousands to your budget. Essential tools you must have include a measuring tape, framing square, and chalk line for about $50 total. A post hole digger or auger at $40 to $200 if you buy, or $75 to $150 per day to rent. Levels including a laser level costing $100 to $400. A circular saw at $80 to $250. Cordless drill and impact driver for $150 to $400. And ladders or scaffolding ranging from $200 to $800. Game-changing tools that make the job dramatically easier include a framing nailer at $200 to $500. An air compressor running $300 to $800, a boom lift or telehandler renting for $250 to $500 per day, a skid steer with auger attachment at $300 to $600 per day rental, and metal cutting tools costing $100 to $300. If you're buying all essential tools from scratch, budget $1,500 to $3,500. 4 tool rentals for a typical build timeline. Plan on $1,000 to $3,000 for boom lift, telehandler, or skid steer rentals. Here's the math that surprises people. A 3-day boom lift rental at $400 per day costs $1,200. A week-long skid steer rental runs $1,800 to $2,500. These aren't optional for buildings over 10 feet tall. They're safety essentials. Labor costs if you hire help. Most DIY builders end up hiring help for specific tasks. Here's what that costs in 2026. Professional labor for complete installation runs $5 to $10 per square foot for shell erection only. For a 30 by 40 barn, that's $6,000 to $12,000. For partial help, setting trusses safely typically costs $1,500 to $4,000. Pouring and finishing concrete runs $3 to $7 per square foot. Electrical rough-in costs $2,000 to $5,000 depending on complexity. Metal roofing and siding installation runs $2 to $5 per square foot. The smart DIY approach is doing what you can handle and hiring pros for the dangerous or technical stuff. Most successful DIY builders I talked to hired help for truss setting, concrete work, and electrical, while doing framing, siding, and interior work themselves. Finishing costs, making it usable. A weatherproof shell is just the beginning. Here's what it costs to make your pole barn actually functional. Insulation is critical in most climates. Spray foam runs $1.50 to $5 per square foot and is the best option for pole barns. Fiberglass bats cost $0.50 to $1.50 per square foot, but are harder to install properly in pole barn construction. For a 1,200 square foot building with walls and ceiling, budget $3,600 to $18,000 for insulation. Overhead garage doors are essential for most builds. A standard 10 by 10 door costs $800 to $1,800. A larger 12 by 14 or 14 by 14 door runs $1,500 to $3,500. Insulated overhead doors at $500 to $1,000 per door. Interior finishing includes options like drywall installation at $1.50 to $3 per square foot. Painted walls costing $1 to $3 per square foot. Basic lighting fixtures running $500 to $2,000 for the whole barn, and flooring options from epoxy coating at $3 to $12 per square foot to basic vinyl or laminate flooring. Electrical systems for a basic setup with outlets and lights cost $2,000 to $4,000. Adding two 20V circuits for tools or equipment runs an additional $800 to $2,000. A complete electrical system with subpanel, multiple circuits, and exterior outlets costs $4,000 to $8,000. HVAC and climate control vary widely. Basic ventilation with ridge vents and soffit vents costs $500 to $1,500. A window AC unit or portable heater is $300 to $1,000. Installing a mini-split system runs $2,500 to $6,000. Full HVAC with ductwork costs $5,000 to $12,000. Real-world total cost examples. Let me give you 3 complete scenarios based on actual 2026 builds. Budget DIY 30 by 40 storage barn. Kit at $18,000. Gravel floor at $1,500. Site prep at $2,000. Tools purchased at $2,000. Permits at $500. Basic electrical at $1,500. 2 overhead doors at $3,000. And minimal insulation at $2,000. Total cost is $30,500, or $25 per square foot. Mid-range DIY 30 by 40 workshop. Kit at $24,000. 4-inch concrete slab at $8,000. Site prep at $2,500. Tool rentals at $1,800. Permits at $800. Hired help for trusses at $2,500. Spray foam insulation at $8,000. 2 insulated overhead doors at $5,000. Full electrical with 220V at $5,000. Drywall and paint at $4,500. And epoxy floor coating at $4,000. Total cost is $66,100, or $55 per square foot. High-end DIY 40 by 60 heated workshop. Kit at $42,000. 6-inch reinforced slab at $20,000. Site prep at $4,000. Tool rentals at $2,500. Permits and engineering at $2,000. Hired help for multiple tasks at $8,000. Spray foam insulation throughout at $16,000. 3 large insulated overhead doors at $9,000. Complete electrical system at $7,000. Mini split HVAC at $5,000. Finished interior walls at $8,000. LED lighting package at $2,000. And epoxy floor at $9,000. Total cost is $134,500, or $56 per square foot. Compare that last one to hiring it all out at $75,000 to $120,000 in labor alone, and you're saving $40,000 to $50,000 by doing much of it yourself. Hidden costs that destroy budgets. Here are the 3 killers I promised you earlier. Number 1, utility connections. Running power to your site costs $1,000 to $5,000 for underground lines. A well for water runs $5,000 to $15,000. Septic system installation costs $10,000 to $25,000. If you're building away from your house, these can add $15,000 to $40,000 to your project. Number 2, unexpected site conditions. Hit bedrock while digging post holes. Add $2,000 to $8,000 for specialized equipment. Poor drainage requiring a French drain system costs $2,000 to $6,000. Rocky soil needing extra excavation adds $1,500 to $5,000. Number 3, code compliance upgrades. Your local building department might require engineer stamp plans at $1,000 to $3,000 extra. Upgraded snow load or wind rating requirements can add $2,000 to $6,000 to your kit cost. Fire-rated materials for certain uses cost 20 to 40% more. Mistakes that cost thousands. Let me save you from expensive errors. Building too small is mistake number 1. Adding on later costs way more than building it right the first time. Always go at least 20% bigger than you think you need. Skipping on foundation preparation will haunt you. Poor drainage leads to settling, cracking, and moisture issues. Spend the extra $2,000 to $4,000 to do the foundation right. Wrong tool choices waste time and money. Trying to set trusses without proper lifting equipment is dangerous and often damages materials. Rent the right equipment. It's cheaper than hospital bills or replacing broken trusses. Improper insulation and ventilation creates condensation, mold, and rot. In 2026, spray foam insulation is the gold standard for pole barns. Don't cheap out here. Ignoring local codes and permits will cost you big. Some people have been forced to tear down entire buildings. Always get proper permits and follow local requirements. Not planning for future needs means you'll outgrow your barn quickly. Include extra electrical capacity, wider doors than you think you need, and layout flexibility. DIY versus hiring it out. The honest comparison. Let's talk about whether DIY actually makes sense for you. DIY advantages include labor cost savings of 30 to 50% on total project cost. You get complete customization control and the satisfaction of building it yourself. You can work on your own timeline and spread costs over months. DIY disadvantages are that it requires significant time commitment, often 80 to 200 hours for a medium-sized barn. You need construction skills and knowledge. There's physical demand and safety risks involved. Mistakes can be costly to fix. It takes longer than professional construction, and you may struggle with permits and inspections. Hiring professionals brings speed, often completing in 2 to 4 weeks versus 2 to 6 months for DIY. You get guaranteed quality, professional expertise, warranty coverage, and proper insurance. Pros handle permits and inspections. The sweet spot for most people is the hybrid approach. DIY the shell and basic structure with hired help for trusses, hire licensed pros for concrete, electrical, and plumbing, and DIY the finishing work like insulation, siding, interior walls, and painting. This hybrid approach typically saves $20,000 to $35,000 compared to hiring everything out, while avoiding the riskiest and most technical tasks. Realistic timeline expectations. Understanding the time commitment is crucial. Planning and permitting takes 2 to 8 weeks. Site preparation requires 1 to 2 weeks. Foundation and concrete work needs 1 to 2 weeks with curing time. Shell erection takes 1 to 3 weeks for DIY or 3 to 7 days with professional crew. Insulation and weather sealing requires 3 to 7 days. Interior finishing ranges from 2 to 8 weeks, depending on complexity. Electrical and mechanical work takes 1 to 2 weeks. Total DIY timeline runs 3 to 6 months, working weekends and evenings. With full-time effort, it's 6 to 12 weeks. Professional build timeline is typically 4 to 8 weeks, start to finish. Final cost summary. Here's your bottom line for DIY pole barn total costs in 2026. Bare minimum basic storage barn at 24 by 32 runs, $13,500 to $20,000. A functional workshop at 30 by 40 costs $35,000 to $55,000. A fully finished heated space at 40 by 60 ranges from $75,000 to $140,000. Cost per square foot ranges from $18 for ultra basic DIY shell to $35 for quality DIY shell, $45 to $65 for finished functional space, and $75 to $95 for high-end finished workshop. Compare this to hiring everything out at $45 to $120 per square foot, and the DIY savings are real, typically $25,000 to $60,000 on a complete project. Is DIY right for you? This is perfect for you if you have basic construction skills and are willing to learn, can commit 80 to 200 hours over several months, have at least one reliable helper, own basic tools or budget for rentals, are comfortable with heights and physical work, and want to save 30 to 50% on labor costs. Consider hiring instead if you lack construction experience, can't commit significant time, don't have reliable help, need the building completed quickly, want warranty and insurance protection, or have a complex build with special requirements. Building a DIY pole barn in 2026 can save you serious money, but only if you go in with realistic expectations about total costs. That $8,500 kit price is just the starting point. For a truly functional building, budget $35,000 to $75,000 depending on size and finish level. The smartest approach is hybrid. Tackle what you can handle, hire pros for the technical and dangerous work, and don't cut corners on foundation, insulation, or electrical. Done right, you'll save $25,000 to $50,000 and end up with a building that lasts 40 to 50 years. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and drop a comment telling me what size pole barn you're planning. And definitely subscribe because next week I'm breaking down pole barn mistakes that cost people over $10,000 to fix. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.